Another person that's been shining, like the NBA games are just now starting to play. You all right?
Oh, I'm phenomenal.
All right,
Indubitably.
don't give me that coronavirus, man.
Come on, man.
Man,
Next
you
topic.
did just come from California.
Come on, man. Next topic. We good.
Yeah.
We good over here.
So
Life is
coming back
good.
from the All-Star break, the games just started to play back or started back again on Thursday, and this guy went off for his first game back against the Miami Heat to be exact. Trae Young, he had a 50-point explosion. When I mean explosion, it was an explosion. He had 50 points, shooting 53% from the three. I think last time I checked, I think he shot 48 or 49% from the field altogether. He had 8 assists to go with that. They beat the Heat. I thought I put that in there. I think it was like 121 to 110. I checked. Let me go ahead and pull it up. But what do you think about Trae Young's explosion? And what do you think the Hawks should do to help Trae Young? Because they already got pieces like a John Collins. They just traded and got Clint Capella, who did not play last night, but I think it'll be a great addition for the team. And they have a good shooter in Kevin Huerter, who's been stepping up more this year. What do you think about the Hawks and just Trae Young and where you see them going forward in the future with their young pieces?
I think they got a lot of potential. Obviously, Trae Young, I mean, he's just an all-star starter in his second year, putting up 29 and 9. He's an absolute killer. One of the best young point guards in the league. One of the best young players in the league in general. And John Collins, slept on power forward. They have young player with a lot of upside too.
It was
Kevin Huerter.
129 to 124. My fault.
Right. And then again, you got to think about it. He put up 50. Like, okay. But you look at that team, Jimmy Butler, Andre Iguodala, these aren't slouch perimeter defenders. In many aspects, they're some of the best in the league, and he's still doing that with 20 points in the fourth quarter, too. In a close game, these aren't garbage time buckets either. So, I mean, hey, that's tough.
He was chewing them like the whole entire game. That's the point. He was playing really well, and Trae Young, many was saying, well, he shouldn't be an All-Star this year. They have a losing record. They have one of the worst records in the league. But his play for this season it's so undeniable to deny this man's talent and the way he's been playing this season. Like, how could you not make this guy an All-Star? And I don't know
anybody saying not an All-Star. Maybe not a starter, but not All-Star at all.
I think he should be a starter even in the East. Like when you
definitely the East because not really a lot of competition guard wise, but still, but that's a whole different topic. I just feel like the All-Star game, the criteria for what makes you an All-Star is so ambiguous to me that some people will be in with worse numbers than somebody else on a worse winning team. Like Brandon Ingram being an All-Star versus Devin Booker. I just felt like Devin Booker has better numbers and is on a better team record-wise. Not to say the Suns are really good, but record-wise they're better. But he wasn't an All-Star until Dame Lillard had to sub out.
Yeah.
And obviously there's still the idea that, we have to have certain positions and yada, yada, yada. So I get that, but still, that's something I just don't like.
I was ready to make the point of how I know we had an argument. Me and you was on the same side of on this argument. People were saying that Trae Young was better or is better than Luka Doncic.
No.
With the recent play because Luka was playing really well this year too. He's actually MVP candidate. Do you still think? Are you still on the side of saying Luka Doncic is better than Trae Young?
Oh yes, definitely. But not even. That's not a knock to Trae Young.
It's not.
That's just a nod to how amazing Luka Doncic is. Because, I mean, this guy is 20 years old, averaging like 29, 9, and 9 right now.
Yeah.
Something like that. On a Mavs team that's comfortably in the playoffs right now when people said they wouldn't even be in the race.
Six seed, I think.
I believe so.
No, they 7 right now. So they 7.
Right.
They tied with the Thunder at 34-22 record.
Right. But they're about, 8 games ahead of the 9 seed right now?
Yep.
Right. So they're comfortably in the playoffs right now. For a team that people said wouldn't even make the playoffs, they're cozily sitting in it right now.
They are 9 games. Okay, yeah, you right.
Right. So that just speaks volumes to me because at the end of the day, and I get it, obviously his team's not that great on paper, but Luka Doncic is winning games. At the end of the day, we can look at the numbers, but this is a team game. It's not track. It's not tennis. It's not golf. We're looking beyond just their individual numbers. We're looking at victories. And Trae Young's putting up 29-9, okay, but the Hawks have, 15, 17 wins on the season, and they're at the bottom of the East.
16-41.
Right, and at the bottom of the East.
14th.
So I can't really sit here and say you're better than the guy who's putting up better numbers in a better conference with a better record. I can't.
You can't. I'm still on that side too, saying Luka is better. But like you said, it's not a knock on Trae Young.
Not at all.
Because Trae Young is a phenomenal player, and he's showing up with, like, when people gave him the prediction to be the next Steph Curry, I see somebody say he can be better than Steph Curry.
Steph wouldn't put up 29 and 9 his second year.
His second year, so he might be on his way to be better than a Steph Curry, but it's gonna take some time, obviously, because that team's not a Golden State. But they're all so young that they can have the potential of being that team in the future.
Yeah, hey, Golden State. Steph's second year was terrible. So.
Yeah, and that was before Klay Thompson even really got to play, because Klay Thompson I don't think Klay Thompson was there yet his second year.
No, he got there in 2011, I believe.
Yeah, and Klay Thompson, I remember when Klay Thompson was 69 on 2K. That's after they traded Monte Ellis. Like, it's just going to take time, but they got some good pieces on there.